Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready, break.
52. Who that? Who that?
80 weapon.
Watch out, watch out.
5.
The drive begins with a handoff to Andrews. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
218, chop it.
Check three.
Hey, Haywood. Snap.
Now a give, right side. It's Andrews. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 50.
Hey, seam 6.
Looking to throw. Costello. Looking left side, and it's complete. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Joker.
Here's Andrews. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a give, right side. It's Andrews, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Costello. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes, right side. And he will take this
My
one
boy
home.
Shaquille Griffin. Hey, he's back, baby.
Make it back.
Let's go, the one-hand man. That's what I meant to say. The one-hand man is back, baby. Let's go, Shaquille.
What we're seeing right here.
No, Shaquille. Is it Shaquille? I think it's Shaquille. Shaquille Griffin, my fault. My fault. Let's go, baby. Do that damn thing.
Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
God told him to cut the head off for a reason. He ain't need it. He ain't need it. He too nice.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Nice, boy. Better stop playing with him.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Pick 6 early, boy. I'm telling you, I'm good. He's probably like, holy shit. Yeah, Shaquille. It's Shaquille. It is Shaquille.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's our field.
Let's go.
Throwing after the interception. Costello. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
25, check 25. Quick on travel.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hit it.
They'll run it with Andrews. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Down. 50. Plant.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 3rd down, Andrews. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Here we go. 180. 21, 21. Hey, alert. 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 Hey, Charlie. Safe. 21, 21. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for.
Here we go,
they tried to throw for it there.
21,
nice effort
21.
to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Check it out, Reed.
SOS. 21, 21. Here we go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check, 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 check. Bang.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Check 24. Check 24.
Flag.
Come. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Kill.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
13.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, high 7. Now.
They'll run on first down. It's Andrews, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ball. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
They run on second down with Adams. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Andrews. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
On the ready.
Number 53.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Patsy. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, orbit. Ready.
On first down, it's Andrews. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
You got it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on, boy.
Go.
Don't be scared of it.
Mike, go.
To throw on second down, Costello. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Nigga, who tackles like that? Nigga, once they grab him, they're not going to keep pushing him forward. They're going to grab him and try to go down. Like, that shit makes no sense. Ugly-ass tackling.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action. Now Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, Delta.
Check 55, Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike 55, Mike 55. Whip.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That one complete to Elliott. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
65.
Now Pollard down to the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
11. Hey, exit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the draw, it's Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. But not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So we got man. Hey, Mike 52.
Back to throw. Costello. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They'll run on first down. It's Andrews. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Here we go. 8 read. General West.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
80 weapons. We got double up. Smith.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Check. Big grip.
On first down, this is Adams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Andrews. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 53.
Protein spill.
That's got to be a long day. Check.
Buzz.
Check safety.
Ready.
On the ground, right side, it's Adams. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I'm coming for you, son.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Vikings. Tony Pollard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
I always piss people with that, too. Always.
Even before that,
because they think you're going to pass. Like, why are you going to pass? For what, to throw an interception? Stupid. I'm going to run the ball.
Bring it back
got
to
3
just
down
about the
linemen.
25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Watch it, you find.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Lock.
He don't want it.
Hey, Haywood.
Switch gears.
Throwing on second down, Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Check back. Check back.
Flag! Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
1, Omaha.
Mike, 55. Right there.
Blue draw Porkers.
Here we go. Check 13. Check 13.
12, fellas, here we go.
No.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Slam.
Hey, Foxtrot. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. 5.
Now a give, right side. Andrews. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Go. No, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Bravo.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
Now.
Looking to throw. Costello. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pittsburgh. Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run again here with Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Check. 6-6. Bullet high.
Once more, Adams on 1st down. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On the ground, Andrews again. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Check 37. Check 37. Check 3.
On 2nd down, Pollard stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
X3, 218, chopper.
On 1st down, Costello. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. To throw on third down, Costello. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
I can't believe they called that. That's ugly. Bro, that's so ugly.
Noted, a little bit
so
of run
ugly.
after catch for him. That extra yardage made
He's
it
got
easy
the
to
fucking
decline the
momentum.
penalty.
They are not trying to let me stop him. That's ugly, bro.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Andrews. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Adams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Costello. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
52 by 52. I got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Let's get it.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, exit.
Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
Ready?
On 4th down, Costello looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
11.
They're running it.
Hey, echo.
55. Coming, baby. I got this. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
White.
Watch the block. Watch the block. Watch the block. Watch the block.
Move.
Mike, 55.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, alert.
Check. Lucky. Slam.
Garoppolo now. Ebron caught left side. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 50.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 41.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
21. Check. On your team.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st and 10, Costello. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take
that was easy money. That was easy money. Easy money, boy. Don't play with me, nigga. I'm nice. GG, boy.
Hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With
play that shit.
Interception, return for touchdown.
I saw that, boy.
Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Andrews. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Vikings, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.